Live from Paradise Studios in New York, Strong Island Television presents Under the Radar, starring Randy Unger. Brought to you by Magnitude Jewelry. Add a 2 to match your attitude. Tonight, we're going to be interviewing director-actor Joseph Cross of the new coming-of-age film, Summer Night. We're going to also be reviewing the new films, Lose and Spiderman Far From Home, with special guest critics Kevin Mosquera, Robin Channing, and John Bartnick. And now, here's your host, Randy Unger.
Hey guys, I'm Randy Unger, and this is another edition of Under the Radar, where we talk all things film. And we have a lovely panel of film critics today.
Yep.
Originally, I was going to broadcast an interview with director-actor Joseph Cross of Summer Night. He was actually the Michael Keaton's son in Jack Frost. Now he's directing.
Nice.
But
he learned what not to do.
Yeah, pretty much. But originally I was going to broadcast that interview, but instead for time, I'm just going to have it on the YouTube channel, so we can have plenty of time to talk about our two films today and other stuff later on as well.
Yeah.
Robin, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Thank you for being very implicit about that.
Yeah. So first up, John Bartnick, welcome back.
Hello.
It has been a long
John.
time.
It has.
Like eons ago.
Almost a year. I think.
Yeah,
almost
something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think was it Infinity War?
Was it Infinity War?
That was one of your last appearances.
Yeah. That was such a good movie.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Great.
I'm getting pleasure flashbacks from the screen.
Yeah. I'm getting my own pleasure. Wow.
But John,
And now you know why I didn't want to be in the middle.
Oh.
But John, thank you for being back.
Thank you for having me.
This is very cool. Kevin Mosquera, welcome back as well.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a couple months?
Yeah, last movie was something like an Uber movie.
Uber movie? What?
Something, so crazy Uber serial killer guy. Couldn't even tell you the name of it.
Yeah. I forgot the title, but it wasn't that good either.
No. I'm not getting pleasure flashbacks from
No, unfortunately not.
Different kind of flashbacks altogether.
Oh, just the pain.
Yeah. And we're going to experience some pain today in going back to one of our films, unfortunately.
I really want to blame you for that one, Andy.
No, I take full responsibility for this car wreck.
Well, you should.
I mean,
I didn't know you owed so many favors.
sort of a favor, but no. But and Robin Channing.
Hi, what's up, guys?
And
Hello.
aside from being a great reviewer, you are a talented magician and mentalist.
Thank you for that.
So
Our own local Zatanna.
oh yeah.
I don't
just
have
less
anywhere near the
fishnets.
sex appeal she has.
I agree.
I was going to say Doctor
Yeah, right.
Doctor Strange in a way.
Yeah. I can
Is that better
relate
than
to
Santana?
Not British at all.
Right?
Dr. Fate. I'll settle on Dr.
Ooh.
Fate.
No.
I was digging the Doctor Strange thing. I mean, I don't have the hair.
You're not
facial
British,
hair.
and I didn't see you driving a sports car.
Now, Kevin.
Well, he's an American character, so you know.
Well, I like Dr. Fate. That he was
DC.
Only portrayed on Smallville though for live action.
Live action Smallville. He's definitely done the DC comics. I'm trying to think if he's been in any.
But like, I think a feature-length movie would be great.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You know,
I would love it.
maybe
It's
like
a matter of time at this point.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm digging the whole Doctor Strange thing as well. Like, how is that big
you
of a
like
concept?
that nickname now?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
What about? No, never mind. I'm not going there.
Uh-oh.
No, I would just sound racist. I'm like Wong, and I'm like, damn.
You know, it's funny. I met Benedict Wong last year in New York Comic Con.
Cool.
You know,
Okay.
I even told him I'll also have a rye sandwich or something like that.
All right, guys. Well, we got our
Tuna melt.
we've got our first movie, and I know you all hate me for this one, and I take full responsibility.
I can't hate you, but it's getting there.
Yeah. I know. I always pick one great movie, one
Here
really
comes
terrible.
the pain.
Yeah, it's called Lose, and it's about a demonic entity that follows a young female cab driver into a rundown police station, and I think it's
Oh.
it's
That's what it was about.
yeah,
So there was a plot after all.
and it's in German and I think Spanish at the same time. It's very
There was some
weird.
Spanish, yeah.
Yeah. I noticed
Why
that.
did you
Maybe
send me
Italian.
that in the link? Like, oh, this is what the movie is. So
I thought you would look it up
guide
yourself. No.
I knew there was a woman,
Yeah.
and there's a couple.
Yeah, and you
With
saw
hair?
that image again with the woman breathing light into a man's mouth.
Now that you mention it, it's like very vaguely reminiscent of the Green Mile, but maybe not in the best way.
Oh yeah.
You know what
Michael
this
Clark
is
Duncan.
like? What was it? In the 80s, that really bad space vampire movie. Was it Life Force?
Ooh. Wait, was
Where
Patrick,
they would
Patrick Stewart, right?
Maybe they would have to, for some reason, have sex first before they could take your soul.
Jesus. I think that was Toby Hooper who did the Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
He directed that right after Poltergeist.
But yeah, that scene with like the face sucking and the light bulb in the mouth was like 5 minutes in. I'm like, now we're getting cooking. Now we are getting cooking.
It's an awful movie.
I was not in a restaurant. I found out I was at a sewage plant.
Yeah.
So.
Oh boy, this movie. Robin, you're shaking your head. And,
I'm just like different kinds of flashbacks all day, and they all involve pain.
yeah. I mean, I love the poster. I love the imagery, and I was very tempted. Like I thought this would be a quality horror thriller, but I was let down. You know.
If this movie has an audience, I'm clearly not part of it.
Yeah.
All right. In all fairness.
Neither is Germany. If you look at the poster, I thought you were like, oh hey, you like horror movies. I'm like, I love horror movies.
Yeah.
And then you sent me the poster. I thought it said lulls at first on my phone. I'm like, oh, I guess he took off to horror movie. Okay. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, I don't understand. I had to watch it. I watched the first 10 minutes twice because I'm like,
no.
I don't understand it. So I rewound it. I'm like, oh, there's subtitles, and I'm
times too many,
like,
man.
what? He's a shrink,
Yeah.
and they're going into the bathroom. There's never a bad scene in a bar bathroom. It's always Dumb and Dumber. Kick the bathroom and knock the guy down. Put the foot out. Like every
Rounders
bathroom
as
scene
well,
is
but,
funny
you know.
or important. This nothing.
I mean, I will give this movie something. It's got a great visual style. I mean, it's just the story
Really?
itself.
Do you like the zoom ins on the man's nose for absolutely no reason?
I thought the visual effects were pretty okay.
The male nudity?
You know, no.
I'm not
Sounds like-
against male nudity because there needs to be more in it, and honestly, because we just overly sexualize women. But then, if there's a naked guy in it, it's like, oh, NC-17.
So that's a positive.
So I feel.
There was no
Yeah,
need for
but
any.
he could have been cute.
But no, beyond that, there was just no need for nudity at all in that movie.
Yeah.
To be honest, with you. It was just
What did that contribute? I mean,
exactly.
True.
How was he going to knock the chairs over without swinging back and forth?
And I'm like,
It wasn't that big.
Well, no, I'm not saying it hit the
I
chairs
thought that's
back.
what you meant.
No, it's momentum. It's the
I want to
momentum.
throw a Dr. Manhattan reference into this. I just don't know how in a way that would make sense. I mean, that's it. That's where that ends right there.
Well, I was hoping for Night Owl to come in and just beat the crap out of everyone.
There you go. You know,
I mean,
This whole movie was one giant Rorschach painting. There you go.
it felt like it was an aspiring, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with David Lynch at all. David Cronenberg.
I was saying that when we were messaging each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, this was like, wait, this guy is attempting to be David Lynch.
Yeah, but failing.
I know the name. I don't know the movies associated with the
Blue
name.
Velvet, Mulholland Drive,
Lost Highway.
Twin Peaks, you know.
Oh, okay. No, not at all. No.
But he tried to be that. He tried to.
No, it didn't.
No.
No, there's trying and then there's succeeding.
I'm trying to find a silver lining here, a positive.
Well, he got a great tax write-off. Like, he had to do this for the taxes. Like, you know, his wife bought, like, a Bentley. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, how am I going to incorporate this? Oh, I need it for the background shot of this movie.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Should we move on? Because I
Please.
I think it's unanimous.
if we're going to move on, I will end it on a high note.
Yeah.
there
I am German.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't born there, but I have German heritage. Both grandparents right off the boat. Both bakers, served in the military. A long lineage of Germany.
Okay.
That being said, as a person with German heritage, I usually have two things to apologize for: World War I, and definitely World War II. Now I have to apologize for this goddamn movie.
Apology number 3. I'm so sorry, dude.
That makes sense. And thank you.
Just for your audience, just in case they don't watch it,
Yeah.
I'm comparing this movie to the Holocaust. That's how bad this is. That was the joke.
Oh my
Yes, we
god.
got that. We got that.
Epic apology.
Yeah.
All right, so if you see lose, you'll lose, apparently. So,
Well,
bad joke.
See what you did
I
there?
see what you did there.
Should we name be Luz?
It's lose.
It's Luz.
Is it Luz?
L-U-Z.
But it's pronounced
Luz.
We
Luz.
try to do it with a
Is it
German
Luz?
accent.
I thought it was Luz.
I thought it was lose.
And in the Spanish, I thought, at
That's
least
why I
if
thought
they
it was
threw in the
Spanish.
phrase "Donde está la biblioteca," that would have saved it for me with the inclusion of Spanish.
Yeah.
I speak some German. Like,
Is
I
Lu-
didn't realize it was German until 15 minutes.
But no,
thought it was
it's
Italian,
so luz
though.
is the proper pronunciation. Okay.
I mean, if it was Spanish, lose is light, which would be for. But
but it was Spanish and German, so like.
she had a hat that said chili on it. Why? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Atmosphere.
Sure. Awful. All right, moving on, guys. Moving on.
Abandoning this one. Okay, that ship has sunk. Let's
And we've
move
got the
on.
more interesting film, the one that we're all here for, pretty much. Kevin, nice shirt. Yes, very
I
good.
follow instruction.
two
Thank
people
you.
representing.
I thought you said try and look marvelous, and this was just like the cleanest shirt I had.
That works.
got a new tie. This is marvelous. So
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Oh, you're
Yeah.
all marvelous. All right. So
I don't want to be on shows with him anymore because no matter what, I could have wore a suit jacket. I would have looked like crap.
All right,
I'm
three-piece
sorry,
suits
dude.
next time.
I'm sorry. That's
Everybody-
my turn to apologize.
How about some jorts? Maybe next time.
Ooh, that's very
do I have
Cena-esque.
to? Do I have to enact a dress code here? I think I might.
I would appreciate it. Yeah. A fat guy dress code would benefit me very much.
You look great. You look great. So, guys, Spider-Man: Far From Home. It's the follow-up to Homecoming, which I actually thought Homecoming was a little bit better than this, but I still love this
beg to
movie
differ.
a lot. And follows the events of Endgame, and Spider-Man must step up.
This is a
against-
direct sequel to Endgame, also.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is a big thing to handle.
This is
That's
the
a lot of
last. This is the end of
responsibility.
Phase 4.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, last we saw the Avengers, they were all getting snapped up, snapped back.
Or the blip, as
The
they
blip
try to
now,
get you.
yeah.
The blip.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, in this day and age, like, you know that term was made on the internet. Like, oh, how come everyone blipped back and just ran with it? You know, like, because like the people were not there at Thanos like that. You know, so like it makes sense. Like it wouldn't be called the snap.
So the movie was inspired by internet.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we all seen the movie, correct?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of course.
So, like,
We're all-
they captured high school life. Like, I've never been a teenage superhero, but I would imagine it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no.
And I believe this a little bit more than Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, to be honest.
Well,
with
I
you.
mean, for a Tobey Maguire thing,
he was in his like
this
mid
kid
20s.
was not crying every 5 minutes saying it was really hard today, so that's a plus.
Yeah, right.
And then with this, like, he's just not good looking enough to beat Andrew Garfield. Because, like, Andrew Garfield was super dreamy. This guy's
Yeah.
attainable.
Yeah.
I know I'm talking about, like, what's supposed to be, like, a 15-year-old kid, so it sounds creepy.
yeah.
I apologize. but-
Garfield is he is very cool. He was very emo. Girls loved him.
Yeah.
Peter Parker is supposed to be the outcast, and
Yep.
I think Tobey Maguire accomplished that more so than Garfield. But I think Holland is knocking it out of the park.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
very
He's
much.
the
Oh,
best,
yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also the person who's appeared as Spider-Man in movies the most now.
Yeah, right.
This is his 5th appearance,
So
right?
what? First it was Civil War.
Civil War,
Endgame,
Endgame,
Infinity War.
Homecoming,
And now
and
this,
Far
yep.
From Home, 5.
5 and counting.
Yeah,
He's only got 3 left, I think.
3 left
For the
really.
contract.
3 more
Well, he
scheduled.
said he wants to do it until he's dead. So
Oh, well, there you go.
So-
I'm holding him to that.
An
Yeah, so that-
85-year-old Spider-Man. I don't know about that.
So you know what? That means this contract, even though he's got 3 more, it's waiting to be renewed.
Yeah.
Actually, interesting about that. I think the rule of thumb is this has to break $1 billion, which I think it's on track for. If not, Sony technically can pull the plug from the FCU Marvel deal.
They
Yeah,
can't
but
do
I-
that.
Really?
No.
I read that too, but I also feel like this is the only thing Sony has.
Right now.
Venom, I think, gave him something.
Venom was like in and out of theaters, though.
Here's the thing: I enjoyed Venom. That being in parentheses, I also loved Wolverine Origins.
I like that too, actually.
I thought it was a fun
You
road
mean
trip
the
movie.
original Ryan Reynolds as
X-Men
Deadpool?
Yeah.
X-Men Origins
Really?
Wolverine.
Yeah, I enjoyed that
I
a
did
lot.
that one.
I don't know.
I dug it.
I don't know, John.
Respectfully,
What-
gotta
I wasn't
disagree.
impressed. I did like.
You want to hear something fun about
yeah.
that movie?
Yes, please.
You know Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hooper.
Yeah.
He originally auditioned to be the Blob.
What?
You want to hear
That
why
is-
he didn't get the part?
What is this?
He was too fat to
what?
play the
How
Blob.
is that possible?
Because the Blob was super fit in the beginning, and then, or if you remember from the movie.
Yeah, but even in the beginning, he was bulked and like padded everywhere, though.
So he was Bolton Patty for
shaming.
Hellboy, though. So they could have. I don't know.
I still need to see the Hellboy.
I didn't. Love
heard it was
I didn't love
garbage.
it. Did you guys like the new Hellboy?
But was he good in it?
No, it's
okay.
okay.
Nowhere near as good as Ron Perlman, though. So.
Yeah.
Fair.
But back to Spider-Man. Is this a follow-up to not only Endgame but also Spider-Verse? Or is that like a separate entity?
Separate.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Separate entity.
Separate entity.
But they, from what I understand, they said that they could bring them together, though.
Yeah, because they have introduced both franchises have introduced a multiverse.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Why not?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I really did like the whole high school aspect of the first Homecoming. That was like my favorite part. Not the swinging around and kicking ass, but the story of Peter Parker being an awkward teen and navigating these these waters, these murky waters.
And I love in the first one, it was just like a great example of like he was just calling Happy all the time, like, hey, I don't know if you got this, but I'm just doing my friendly nude.
I'm just having a sandwich right now.
Like now he's doing the
I'm having
ghosting
a sandwich.
thing.
just like, oh, a girl might like me. Hey, maybe you didn't get my 13 last messages.
Like Happy's such an important character, and he's the conduit for the relations between him and the Avengers.
Yep.
And he's calling and talking about nonsense, like the girl he likes in high school. So I thought that was really hilarious, and they did that a lot in Homecoming, not so much in this one.
Well, he's also matured now.
He's matured like 2 years.
Yeah,
And he's had some maturing experiences, like being blipped away and then coming back and saving the universe and all that stuff. So
He's an Avenger at this point.
He is pretty much.
you
Is he the next Iron Man, though? That's the question.
oh, he's the first
No,
Spider-Man.
That was the whole
Spider-Man,
storyline, though.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
never going to be Iron Man.
Right,
He's
right.
going to be the best Spider-Man he can be.
Ooh.
Hands down, this
touche.
is my favorite solo Marvel superhero outing. Hands down.
True.
This is my-
That's a strong
Also,
statement.
here's
High
the
praise.
thing: you take Mysterio, a character from the comic books, who is basically a green leotard and a fishbowl with a cape,
Yeah.
which is my favorite supervillain in the comics. Number one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is just amazing. Like Tom Holland nails it. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, gets the perfect amount of awkward, perfect amount of heroic.
He looks and sounds like Peter Parker would be.
Exactly. He
right
has the
off
Queen's
comic.
accent. He's from London.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like
It's
I've
good.
lived in Queens my whole life. I sound like I'm from Texas. Like, so like, there's so much going for this.
Yeah.
Nick Fury and I was going
Colby
to say Amanda
Smulders.
Waller. That's not right.
Whoa, we're not crossing universes. No.
Oh, that would be a great one-on-one fight, wouldn't it? I need that crossover.
Maria Hill.
Maria Hill.
Colby Smulders.
Once again, like knock it out of the park. All these, even Aunt May, Happy Hogan, all are on top of
The
their game
relationship
and just
between
blew
them.
me out of the
Yeah.
water. And so many twists and turns and like action set pieces.
Yeah.
You're not bored. There's never once where I was like, oh man, I could go to the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
Like I have nerve damage. I need to pee a lot.
Well, there was I had to. It was
Not once.
If it's over an hour and 45 minutes, I have to run to the bathroom. I have a small bladder, guys.
Yeah, well, I'm right there with you. I got a child's bladder.
So I tried to
I
find a
sat-
moment that was like the school trip, like some kind of scene where they're just talking. And
Well, I mean,
had-
if we're getting personal, then that for me that was when he
I thought
got
you were
sent to
gonna go right
jail. No, and then he was with the Dutch team of the Netherlands.
Yeah.
That was
That
the
would've
time
been a good
I-
moment.
That's when I went.
smart.
Well, you know what? I'm just like the one guy here that I just have to soldier on. I'm like,
I can't.
no matter what I've got, I'm staying.
You want to
I
enjoy
stayed
your
there.
movie experience. You can't.
No. That whole point about enjoying a movie experience is not missing a single frame. I'm
I know,
soldiering
I know,
on.
I know.
I'm not leaving my seat.
And I have to say, Jake Gyllenhaal knocked it out of the park also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's excellent.
absolutely.
Excellent, like, take on Mysterio.
And no spoilers, guys.
No.
Even though it's very
I will-
tempting.
I will say this: there are 2 after-credit scenes.
Yep.
And the
Yep.
movie to me was amazing, like my favorite solo outing. And then the two after-credit scenes, each one built up, and I'm like,
know.
what? Like I already shot my web shooter.
Do not,
everywhere.
guys watching at home, do not leave the theater until you see both after credit sequences.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
They're incredible. I agree with
The
that.
first one just flipped it all. I was like,
You
oh
wanna
my
watch
god!
it again after that.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you did this like now? Like, oh my god! And then I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be the funny one because it's
Yeah.
usually like a good one, like ooh, and then a funny one. Then I'm like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Like, flipped out.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god,
It's
I
like,
need another Marvel movie
it's like,
now.
Like 2 pipe bombs, one right
Yeah.
after the other.
And I thought the Endgame and the Infinity War snapping was a big deal, but this is pretty huge too.
Yeah, the way they played off of it,
Yeah.
the repercussions are just like, wow.
And I love how
Yeah.
they address like certain things about the snap too. Like,
Yes.
oh well, what if like a kid was not snapped, but the rest of his class was, and like in this, he joins this class that he was in because there hasn't been school for 5 years, and like, can I get a margarita? He's a
great
blipper. A blipper.
That was a great scene. Yeah.
And-
He looks 21, but he's not.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that was weird.
It was kind of weird though, like that one kid in the movie who did not get snapped away, but he aged and he
10 years or something.
Yeah, 5 years ago he was like this geeky kid, and now he's like this.
He's tall,
sexy,
he's
He's like
ripped,
this
yeah.
stud. He's like a dreamboat. Yeah.
sexy idol like swimmer guy, and I'm like, this is kind of weird.
It
like,
is weird.
Just because like
It's disturbing.
you guys are still like born the same year, like you're still like 5 years older.
Yeah.
So you're like 22.
It messes with
And
your
she's like
head a little bit.
15.
I would have liked some more explanation regarding the blipping,
No.
with the
I think that
snapping and
was
the blipping.
That was a perfect amount of
I don't think
explanation.
Yeah.
any more was necessary.
No?
I think it was
Yeah.
all there.
I liked it. I want to see more of
If
it.
we
though.
think about it, in the first 15 minutes of that movie, you understood the consequences of Endgame and how people are moving forward, and then we just got to enjoy Spider-Man and
Yeah.
all
I think
his
there'll
greatness.
be kind of like almost like a sprinkler, little explanations in each movie going forward.
Yeah.
Like, you get the comedy of this one, but say like in Captain Marvel 2, it may be, depending on when it takes place, it could be more dramatic. You
That's
know?
the trend with the Marvel Cinematic
Yeah.
Universe. They like lead up to certain things. They reference the past. They
Dramatic peaks.
All
they
this-
hint at what's coming up, and
The next layer of world building in each one. You know?
It's great. I hope they
Yeah.
never. I mean, this
Yeah,
is what. they're-
Marvel forever.
Yeah.
Not
Well-
Wakanda forever. Marvel forever.
We
Well,
need
this
more.
is the big week, right? San Diego Comic-Con, they're hinting at there'll be
my.
some announcements
Yeah.
going
Okay.
on. So
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
find out what's going on.
So we'll see
I
what
gotta go
happens.
there one of these
Well, in
days.
all fairness, DC's been knocking it out of the park too. Wonder Woman, Aquaman,
True.
Shazam.
Yeah. With the standalone movies, they've been doing well.
But on a smaller scale, not really Marvel. You know,
Well, they
gargantuan
realize
level.
they can't do universe anymore. You really can't.
It's not even so much you can't do universe; you just have to earn it.
Fair. Okay, I like that statement. That's a good one.
You know, and I think they learned that the hard way.
So was it Wonder Woman's like
Sony as well with the Amazing Spider-Man 2. You know, I loved that movie and I enjoyed it.
I
a
liked
lot.
it too. I thought it had some merit.
Well, think of it, if you look at it, I also sadly love Batman and Robin.
Okay.
But I look at it through a filter from the Adam West 60s show.
That's not a bad filter.
But this
for
is
that.
30 years
And-
later, and it's like it looks like a
true.
strip club or something.
But if you look at The Amazing Spider-Man through a certain filter of like, oh, it's one of those comics that's just splash pages,
Yeah.
it's a fun romp.
I do respect what they try to do, and
Oh, I'm not saying I'm right.
yeah.
Except for about this new Spider-Man movie. That is hands down the number one
No.
solo outing.
I think the 90s Batman era ended with Batman Forever, and then Joel Schumacher tried to cash in on that with a sequel. It
Well,
just
you know
didn't
what?
work.
Well, that's
don't-
more so the studio.
I don't really blame Joel Schumacher per se.
No.
But from what I
He's a good
hear-
director, actually.
He's good. He's very good. In fact, I really liked 8mm. But the thing is, the studio wanted something that's very commercial, very
Toyetic.
Yeah,
Yes, that was a big
very toy seller friendly kind of thing.
That's a good point.
And they just brought him to do that job.
Right.
So I can't entirely blame him. At least not like I used to.
It's
So,
weird though, because we all pretty much grew up with Batman Returns, and that's a really dark movie. But they made
It ruined
Happy
blonde
Meals
for
off
me
of it.
forever.
Yeah.
Forever. Not a single one of them has a leather cat outfit with a whip in the closet. I've checked.
But what about the Penguin with that black ink coming out?
Oh,
of his
when
mouth?
he eats the food.
the fish, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
made toys off of that character.
In all fairness, up until I was like 17, I thought that's how you eat fish if you're a fat
Just
person.
raw.
Oh, right.
So I was never welcome in sushi restaurants.
Oh, they would love you.
Oh, I have a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
Batman and Robin in the
Yeah,
Batmobile.
there you go.
Where is your Ghostbusters spread?
Well, I have the firehouse, but it would obscure Kevin.
Yes,
so.
it's tall. It's,
Yeah. So,
Dude,
I don't know.
On Instagram, I sent you a link for a Ghostbusters Hearst Transformer. I'd like to see
Oh, I've
that.
seen that.
I'd like to see
That-
that occupy
That
your
just
desk.
got released at
That's cool.
GameStop for $49. Well, I don't work for GameStop. I mean, this is an advertisement, but I just saw it earlier today. It's $49.99, and it is pimp.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't actually seen the actual toy.
The
but-
toy is about this size.
Okay.
it looks quality.
Nice. Maybe I'll think of changing up the decor, Robin.
There you go. Yeah, mix it up a little.
Yeah, why
I'm mixing
not?
my wardrobe. You can mix it
Or
up.
you just throw a proton pack on Batman and then go.
Ooh, I like that mashup.
Nice little crossover, dude. Yeah.
Good one.
Well,
right.
if he gets to fight the Ninja Turtles,
I didn't see that yet. Did you?
it was good.
Is it good?
It was
Really?
a solid movie.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Well, the animated DCU is phenomenal.
Oddly
it's better.
adult.
Better than Marvel.
Oddly adult. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah. Like, for an anime movie, it really rides that R rating.
Huh, I'm
It's
surprised.
definitely like PG-13 and higher.
Especially the Bruce Timm produced ones. That I know
Oh,
you're a fan of.
yes.
yeah.
I
They're
love
good,
it. I love
high quality.
It. For me, it all kind of ended with Batman Beyond. I think that's...
Well, in terms of like series, well, yeah, I get it. But you know what? A lot of DC animated, standalone animated movies have been.
Yeah.
so
Their animated
good.
division is on point, man.
Over the past,
Yeah.
15 years, they've come out with, a really good amount of content.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do, what was it, the last two Spider-Man that we, especially the last Reign of the Superman.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I prefer the comics. I mean, you can't really duplicate the comics.
Well, in all fairness, I'm glad they adapted that much of it the way they did, and they kept it, contemporary with their style per
Yeah.
se, with the new 52 and so forth.
Yeah.
So I really, really liked that.
Okay. Kevin, are you a fan of the DC?
I definitely like it. I
I
think
know you're more of a Marvel guy.
No. But Marvel, DC animated, I think it's great. In terms of TV series, Young Justice, I think is definitely got
That's
a lot
with
of buzz
Superboy, right?
generated. Superboy, Nightwing, all of them. That's on their streaming service. But from the movies, and I think it kind of alludes to what you're saying, like Reign of Superman, you got to be careful when you're adapting some of these comics. Like Bruce Timm, I love him. Killing Joke, that adaptation wasn't that great.
I heard that was good.
They were
I liked
shoving in
it, though.
extra storylines that.
Well,
can't-
part of the reason is because Killing Joke was so
Batgirl.
short, though.
Yeah, what you're talking about.
Yeah.
As a person who appreciates a good Batgirl,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was not complaining about that.
Fair. But there was
Yeah, I dug
love
it,
interest.
actually. Me
Okay.
too,
So you're a fan of Alicia Silverstone then? As
I'm a
Batgirl.
fan of anyone who wants to cosplay and sleeps with me.
Fair enough. Oh. All right, guys. So final thoughts on Far From Home?
You have to see it. Like,
Yeah.
I love going to the movie theater. I don't like the movie theater experience with people because most people are pricks.
Yeah.
I want to go see it again.
Yeah.
And I saw it the very first showing you could see on Long Island.
really?
Same.
So
Well,
Well, I'll tell you guys. I don't know if any of you have seen it in 3D yet, but 3D, I was underwhelmed. I was expecting a lot
I
more.
bet the best part was the scene that I'm sure we're assuming that
Maybe.
the Doctor Strange.
the Mysterio battle scene, we could say.
Yeah,
I
the
think it's fair to
Mysterio
say.
battle scene.
Yeah, the battle scenes were okay, but I wouldn't waste the extra money on 3D.
Construction site.
Construction.
That scene, I'm assuming, is.
Yeah, that was
great.
okay. Yeah, but overall, I think you'd be fine with 2D. 2D, guys. 3D is overrated.
I'm just a child. I apologize.
All right, guys. So we're going to take a short commercial break, but we'll be back with more film review talk right after this.
Under the Radar is brought to you by Magnitude Jewelry. Add a 2 to match your attitude. Patent pending interchange genuine gemstone and crystal EMF protection jewelry. For more information, please visit magnitudejewelry.com/gemgirl or call 718-268-6634.
And we're back, guys. Welcome to Under the Radar. I'm your host, Randy Unger. And we've got more movie talk for you. Yeah. So I think I'm the only one here who has seen Stuber, but I just wanted to bring it up because it actually is a really funny movie. And it's about this Uber driver played by Kumail Nanjiani.
Yep. You nailed that.
Did I really?
Yeah, you did.
Ooh,
pretty
that's
good.
a first. That's a first. And he was in The Big Sick, which was a couple years ago.
Yes. Excellent film.
Really great movie. That was actually one of my favorites of, I think it was 2017 or 18. And,
Who's that unknown next to him?
Oh, okay. We got Dave Bautista.
Unknown. No.
Yeah.
Not exactly unknown.
Former world champ.
Who's the Guardians of the Galaxy character?
Drax.
Drax the Destroyer.
Thank you. Yeah. And basically, from those two Guardians movies, he's basically catapulted into this comedic action hero type of role, and he's getting kind of typecast with it, I guess. And basically, he's a cop. He's hot on the trail of this murderer, and the first he calls an Uber to go on this high-speed chase, and basically Kumail Nanjiani gets involved in this like action movie comedy craziness.
But the reason he needs an Uber, though, is because he had eye surgery earlier that day. You would not know that unless you've seen the movie.
You did see it?
No.
Oh.
It was mentioned in a podcast I listened to.
Oh, you cheated. That's okay.
No, but you didn't get that from any of the commercials.
That's true.
That's why, I was like, oh, this has really good potential,
right?
But maybe not.
I mean, it's watchable and it is funny in some parts, but overall, I'd say it's.
Well, he does a great job as Drax, and that mostly like.
And that's pretty much the same character here, only with a gun, and he's a cop.
So it's a buddy cop film.
It's a buddy comedy, action comedy. Yeah, it's a buddy action comedy. And it's okay. I wasn't impressed. I went to see it because I needed a good laugh, and it didn't really disappoint, but. I'm with you guys on this one. I would not have paid to go see this. It's really not worth $20 to just But Kevin.
Well, I'm just saying, if you notice when they released it was like this week, right?
Yeah.
Where's the competition? Like it's.
I know you got Spiderman in this, and
right.
Yeah, they put it when they knew they might be able to get somebody who's already seen Spider-Man, wants to see something else, but that says a lot with the studio.
They released it at the same time for alternate viewing. Like, you know what? Maybe, like the teenager or Spider-Man wants to see a good,
bored.
Maybe stoner comedy, buddy cop comedy.
Pretty much,
Maybe I'll check it out when it comes to, Netflix or something?
This is a definite Netflixer,
Okay. I like Dave Bautista. I like the job he does as Drax, so I've been a fan ever since. So maybe I'll check it out.
So if you appreciate that humor,
yeah.
Well, let's give Kumail a little credit too. I mean, I liked him in Franklin and Bash. What's the Silicon Valley?
He's in that too. Yeah,
he's great in that. Like
that was created by
your Office
Space guy. Oh, what's his name?
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge, also King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead. So you can't go wrong there. So I think that might be better than Stuber. So Silicon Valley.
First 2 seasons are great.
Yeah, and Martin Starr's in that. He was
yes,
the teacher on the field trip.
Yeah, very different character.
Of them. Yeah. You know what? Back to Spider-Man though. I wanted to see more of J.B. Smoove.
I think we got enough J.B. Smoove.
I didn't J.B. Smoove.
He was the African American teacher. Partner.
Oh, he was saying all the
one of the chaperones. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are into Curb Your Enthusiasm, but he was great on that. I wanted more Leon. I wanted that character in this movie.
You know who I wanted more of in the movie was Flash.
Yes, I agree.
How did they turn this small dweeby character into this? He's a bully. He's not that buff though. He doesn't look like a bully.
Bully.
It's more of psychological.
In the comics, he's blonde hair, blue eyes. Hitler Youth. And he just picks on Spider-Man, and Spider-Man takes it because he's a good person. But in the comics later on, you find out he knew who Peter Parker was the whole time, and he joined the military in honor of Spider-Man, and the reason why he bullied Spider-Man was because he was envious and he wanted to be the hero for the town.
Interesting.
And then he loses legs, not God forbid, it's a comic, it's fake.
Yeah.
But, he loses legs, and he eventually becomes Agent Venom.
Yes.
I was going to say, he partnered up with the Venom symbiote
and then
at
he
one point.
becomes a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Okay.
So, I want to see that version in these movies. How great would it be if in, Spider-Man 3, he's like, I don't need this. You know what? I'm going to be just like Spider-Man, and I'm going to defend this country. And then in number 4, he comes back, and it's a whole story about how he has
story
PTSD.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
And he's in a wheelchair.
Do you think this actor could pull that off?
Tony?
He better. He's adorable. He is so adorable. Have you seen him in interviews? He's like, "Give me Agent Venom. Give it to me."
I can imagine.
Just like Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Oh my God, I love Falcon.
But speaking back to Flash, I think the film that he's known for is the Grand Budapest Hotel.
It's one of the big ones. Yeah.
That was like he played an elevator operator or a doorman at the hotel there. That's the first thing I ever saw him in.
I know him weirdly enough from movie fights on Screen Junkies.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
That's how I was introduced to him before.
He's
like,
very
Spider-Man.
random, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and just to hear his passion about the character, even like in the movies, like clearly, like when they film, clearly he has way more. But like in the final product, he gets a little bit, just here's just enough to make you a little bit interesting.
Right.
But like you could hear like the passion he has for like this character, and I hope like they just run with it. If you want a Spider-Verse in live action, do it.
Yeah.
You got great characters in these movies. Do it with these characters.
That'd be fun.
Along with his friend, I feel so bad. He becomes the Hobgoblin in the comics. His friend Nate,
Ned.
Wait, is it the Green Goblin and
Green Goblin is Osborn, which we haven't been introduced yet, at least in
there's
this
two
series.
Green. There's a father and son, right?
Yeah, if you want to go for Raimi's version. Yeah.
or
the
Demon
other
Goblin.
comics,
Also.
Yeah.
But Ned, his friend, I believe he's Hawaiian of descent.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, the guy who got blipped.
Samoan?
The guy who got blipped into
Yes.
buffed guy. Okay.
Yeah.
No, not him. The
No,
man in the
no,
chair.
no.
The man in the chair. His friend.
Oh yeah. Okay. He's great.
He becomes the Hobgoblin in the comics. I have no clue if they're going to follow that
That is
route.
odd. That is so weird. I would love to see that though.
Yeah.
Well, Marvel has done such a good job of like building up their villains. One of which, I'm thinking about Mordo from Doctor Strange. I mean, Count Mordo was like supposed to be one of Doctor Strange's most bitter enemies in the comics, and the way he was built up in the movie, the standalone movie, he was like one of Doctor Strange's first teachers and a member of the Order.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, that whole break. I like that whole build-up.
Yeah.
So Marvel's very good at being very careful with building up their
They
characters.
learned what they did wrong, and they course correct, and I got to hand it to them for that.
Yeah.
To your point there, at the end of Homecoming, we got introduced to potentially Scorpion.
Yeah.
No mention of him in this one, so we got some people that are dormant waiting
There's a
to.
lot. And there's like 50 years worth of Stan Lee and Marvel comics out there that
Minimum.
are begging to be adapted into film. So.
Yeah. And also older characters that I think have the potential to be readapted.
Okay, that's cool.
I hope, just as a throwaway villain, one day, fingers crossed, Stiltman.
What is that? Is that a real?
He imagine in the original Iron Man armor, it's pure silver, but his only power is the legs part of his costume extends 75 feet into the air. The ingenious reason why? To rob 30-floor banks.
34.
Banks that are on the 30th floor.
Okay.
That's a very niche market.
So he's
Yes, but I'm sure. Who's going after it? Stiltman.
He's a metallic plastic man.
Yeah.
But evil.
But
Only the
evil.
legs.
That's a real
Only the
character.
legs.
That's a real character.
That's weird. I like it.
He looks like the Dollar Tree version of Iron Man, and all he does is like I had the toy too. Like the toy
They
was
made a
like as
toy?
big as the mug,
toy.
but the legs were down here.
So like the Iron Giant, but like a supervillain.
I think you're giving
You're
Stillman too
giving
much
way
credit.
I'm fascinated
You're really
by
building
Superman.
this up. It's literally just an idiot in a bad, poorly made Iron Man suit. But the only thing the suit can do is get tall
Extend.
with the thighs.
That's a definite toy. I've seen that.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that toy. Mm-hmm. Cool.
I
It's
hope.
not Inspector Gadget.
I hope
good call.
just as a throwaway scene, like in the opening of like the next one, Spidey webs up the legs. He's like, "Oh no, I didn't think of it!" Just falls.
It's ridiculous. All right, guys, moving on for time.
Okay.
I just want to mention real quick that our friends at thefilmreel.com, they're at the Fantasia Film Festival now, and basically they will have a very big interview with director Ted Kochev, who did First Blood and Weekend at Bernie's.
Very nice.
So, yeah, I just want to congrats to thefilmreel.com. You guys are awesome. And also another mention, tomorrow actually marks the 25th anniversary of my favorite action comedy of all time, True Lies. And I just wanted to go around and see if you guys had any fond memories of that film on VHS or what have you. Robin?
well, way back in the day. Geez, True Lies.
So good, right?
Yeah, that was a
Underrated. Underrated.
Very good
Is
movie.
it? Like, I never thought it was underrated. I thought it did great at the box office. A lot of people remember it well.
But it's not even on Blu-ray. People
Wait,
never.
Wait, it's not even on Blu-ray, really?
It's not on Blu-ray. It's on DVD.
Well,
and
that's more
angers
so
me.
the company, though, itself, because that happens so often.
Well,
You
this
know,
is
like
a-
Bad Boys wasn't on Blu-ray or 4K for the longest time, and then they just released it.
But this is
little
a
while
big
ago.
budget
Probably for the
Cameron
sequel
film,
coming
you
up,
know.
Probably.
It was also the last James Cameron movie that he shot, in the States, right?
Pretty sure. Yeah, this was right before Titanic.
Right before Titanic.
3 years, yeah.
Because I remember James Cameron had issues. He had complaints about
Yeah.
all the labor disputes and so forth that he had filming in L.A. And he's like, "That's it. I'm done. Next movie, I'm not shooting in the States. I'm going to shoot in what did he say? Mexico or something?
Something,
And
yeah.
that was Titanic.
Yeah.
Something like
wait,
that.
no, Titanic, they had that huge model.
Yeah.
That wasn't L.A.?
I don't think so.
No?
There were some scenes in. No, or am I thinking Castaway?
Castaway.
No,
They filmed that in
just 'cause the
Fiji.
studios. No, well, now some of them were Paramount Studios now.
That's a great movie, too.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Oh my God! But True Lies.
So much fun, you know.
I like the take on True Lies, the whole espionage thing. Like, we're so used to seeing spies like James Bond and so forth operating on their own. But I like how, in this take, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a spy, but he was part of a team.
Yeah.
You got the whole team
Tom
dynamic.
Arnold and the producer of The Town? No, Argo.
Argo, yeah.
Forgot his name. But
I will say that's probably the best use of Tom Arnold in any film. Just the right amount.
no,
Including his marriages.
after Roseanne, he did True Lies, and that kind of made him famous. You know. So Kevin, fond memories of True Lies?
Well, let's see. True Lies. Give me the goddamn page. That was a horrible impersonation. That was a great line. Like I said, best use of Tom Arnold, and I was pretty sure I was under a huge Tia Carrera kick at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So good use of her.
yeah.
there.
This is right after
Yeah.
the Wayne's World movies.
Oh
too,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So seeing her there.
Is she getting hot in here?
Tia Carrera, I don't blame you. I mean,
Where is she? Does she still work? Does she still act?
She does a lot of work. She keeps on running through my dreams.
Nice. John, how do you... True Lies, where does that rank on your list?
It ranks high. I mean, like, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I love Tom Arnold in it is like an unsung hero.
He's so
and
funny in it, too.
Just as much as Jamie Lee Curtis.
She's great, too. Yeah.
Also, I'm a horrible person now.
Uh-oh.
The car salesman who was trying
Bill
to...
Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Bill
guy.
Paxton. The late, great Bill Paxton.
So great in that.
He
yes.
was so great. He literally could do any role. I really wish he could have gotten a superhero role before his
he'd
passing.
be a great supervillain.
Because like in one movie you love him, and in this movie you're just like, I can't wait for him to get thrown off a cliff. And like I wanted to see more of like the spy team aspect of it.
Yeah. They could have totally made a sequel.
Tom Arnold was 5 stars throughout this whole movie. He knew the part he had, and he played it to the T.
Right.
You know, it was like, imagine James Bond, but he had to be teamed up with the Beverly Hills Cop ninja with no ninja. Like,
Chris Farley in True Lies 2.
yeah.
oh yeah, right.
Wow.
Another interesting crossover concept.
Yes.
That and, like, what other action movie besides one with Arnold Schwarzenegger does a horse jump? Try to jump off a building.
And they sort of recreated that in a way with John Wick 3. There was a horse chase in that as well, through the city streets.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if that's going to be a True Lies homage.
I don't know.
per se.
It's the first thing that sprung to mind, but
Or you could say every Western then.
yeah.
Well, True Lies. I like the little things about it.
Yeah.
Even the incidental comedy, like Bill Paxton, the way he just grimaced, if you will. Without, I don't want to get too graphic about what he did, but that was like a payoff for seeing him act like such a scumbag, and especially at the end, and also
I hate being in the van. Next time you're going to be in the van.
Yeah, right. And also just little things like Arnold Schwarzenegger saying to Tom Arnold, "Stop trying to cheer me up." and also when Jamie Lee Curtis was doing in the middle of that sexy dance, she was getting really into it, surprisingly, and then she trips and falls,
And then she just pops back up.
And Arnold, he was like there, and then he just
That's
reacted
an
to that,
iconic
flinched.
scene. Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
remembers that scene. But for me, I think the final battle in Miami downtown with the Harrier jet, where he's killing all the terrorists, and then the main terrorist, spoiler alert, gets hooked on to the missile.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Yeah, right.
Plot convenience at its
Arnold
best.
line, yeah.
Best movie death ever.
What is it, Elijah Dushku as
Yeah,
his daughter?
the daughter.
Yes,
It was.
that was Eliza Dushku.
One of her first.
Yes.
It's not her first role. 13, 14 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then she goes on for
another
Buffy the
actress who
Vampire
went through my
Slayer. Yay!
dreams. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you know, True Lies is just so many great movies. And
I
you know,
love it. I love it.
Another thing I like so much about the James Cameron movies, I really like his automotive action scenes.
Okay.
And True Lies had a hell of an
That bridge-
automotive.
the bridge.
I
bridge
love
was
how
out.
we're so much more careful about spoilers for True Lies than Spider-Man.
I know, right? It's like a 20-something-year-old movie, 25 years old.
If you
And
haven't
why
seen it
the
by now, you're
spoiler
not seeing
alerts? You know.
For those who haven't seen it,
Okay.
spoiler alert. But guys, we have a few minutes left, and we have our resident magician and mentalist.
All right.
here.
Okay. Here I am. Here I am.
Yeah.
All right.
Do your stuff,
Do my stuff. Okay.
and remember the camera.
Okay. Yeah. We got camera here, and well, you get this camera over here. So that's
I think it's just that one. That's,
okay. So we're
yeah.
just gonna play off that one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what, Mysterio, just to keep things in play here.
Yes.
Mysterio, he was basically an illusionist. Who
Right,
did a
right,
few-
right.
But at the same time, he brought a sense of reality to what he was doing. So he's operating between illusion and reality. And you know, with him, that's why he was so mysterious, because you don't know which end of the fence he was on at any
Very
given time.
Inception. Yeah.
So to that end, at very distant thread, that's my one connection here. So guys, check these out, okay?
All right.
Make sure these are nothing more than what they are, that they're just stainless steel, heavy duty, Costco
I'm a
forks.
fat guy. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, here too.
Retain one, I'll take the rest.
Okay.
Take one. All right. Gotcha.
All right,
Seemed
okay.
good to me.
So, all right, here we go, here we go. All right, so I'll take these. You will see why in a moment, why I'm a frequent customer of the Costco Business Center in Hackensack, New Jersey. You should see my Instagram. You should see how much I load the trunk of my car with my SUV. All right, now, I just want you guys to appreciate how evenly everything nests together, right? All right. And, you know, everything, you know, solid, right? Okay. Now, what I'm about to demonstrate is often referred to as telekinesis, all right? That's a phenomenon where the power of the mind influences physical reality, okay? So here we go.
Oh.
See that? See that?
Ooh.
See that?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm the worst audience member. I'm like, I don't see
Okay.
anything happening to his wrist.
Okay. You see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me just do this.
Whoa.
See that?
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So you know, let's go really freaky here. See that?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised myself actually. Watch.
Good. Yeah.
I know it's more for you guys, but you know what? Here, just do this. Now you see why I have to have such a large supply of these things.
Oh yeah.
You see how that works?
I would suggest Amazon. 2-day shipping.
I don't mind the drive to Hackensack, but anyway, I have to do that part the hard way. All right. So you know what? Here, let me just try this.
Oh.
Okay. See that? Right. Okay. All right. Now watch. See that? Maybe that camera can check it out. Okay. Good. All right. Let's just do that.
Wow. It'd be tough to eat with that.
Yeah. All right. So you know, here, let's just do this.
Oh.
See that twist in the neck there? See that? And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, this can be part of your decor.
Well, fork me sideways.
I love it.
There you have it.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Cool.
Where's
Got
the
it.
card tricks?
Okay. I could do one, you know.
I just wanted it for Unger.
Okay, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do one really quick then. Okay, really quick. All right, so let me just do a speed thing here. All right, so let me just see. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. All right. Now, okay, check this out. All right, I'm gonna go like this. All right, say stop anytime you want.
Stop.
Okay, you got that? All right. Just commit that to memory. All right.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Go like this, all right? Okay. You see your card in here?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, let me just try something here. This general area?
Yep.
All right. Get rid of these. All right, all right, all right, all right. And this one?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Wow.
You know what? Let me try something. That was more very, very personalized for you. So let me just do one more.
Quick one.
Very quick. Okay, you know what? Randy.
Uh-oh.
Name a card. Any card you like.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Odd choice coming from you. All right. All right, okay. But you know what? Here's the funny thing. I could deal a card for him, for me, actually. But then the card I have left to deal with for you is this.
Wow.
There we have it. Just
That
had to
was
throw a
good.
quick one there as well.
Real
Awesome,
quick,
awesome.
why the hell did I get the 5?
Wow, that's my
5 of
favorite
clubs
number.
is disrespectful. You trying to say you want to hit me 5 times?
I'm not being disrespectful. Oh, never mind.
All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, yeah, real quick. Plugs. What do we got going on? What do we want to plug?
Okay, I am a regular or semi-regular, whichever one it is, at LOL Comedy Club in the heart of Times Square in New York. But that aside, you can always book me for your private events and social occasions and so forth. RobinChanning.com is my website, which will eventually be revamped. I'm also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, hit me up.
Nice. Kevin, anything going on?
Just living the life.
Okay. Nice. I love it.
All right.
John?
Right now, you can catch me on Nerdist Sutra on YouTube, and I'm currently in pre-production on a show called Fiction Forward. It's a science fiction, fantasy, fun comedy, buddy cop romp.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully next time you see me on the show, I'll have something for you to watch.
Oh, my
Cool.
God. That'll be cool. Is this the first film in that? Is it a series?
This is, it'll be episodic.
Okay.
We're shooting hopefully the first 6 episodes starting August 1st.
Cool.
Nice,
So,
man. Nice.
All right. You'll keep us posted with that
Yeah,
production.
yeah.
Sweet. And some plugs from our sponsor, Magnitude Jewelry. July 20th to the 21st is the Body, Mind, and Spirit Expo in Austin, Texas. July 28th, the Awaken Fair at the Roger Smith Hotel in New York City. September 20th to the 22nd is the Yoga Festival in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And October is the New Life Expo in New York City. And we also have the Heart Freedom Expo in Chicago, Illinois. So stay tuned for updates in regards to that. And then we have 1 minute left. I just wanted to go around, guys. What's coming out? What films are you looking forward to seeing?
Start with John in this case.
Yeah,
'cause
damn.
I'm drawing a blank right at the moment.
Anything Marvel or DC? Really.
Yeah.
I mean,
do we have anything on the horizon coming?
What, Comic-Con? I want to know
yeah.
what they got lined up
Yeah,
next.
Yeah.
Comic-Con. I've got my 4-day pass. Oh, yay. Actually, wait. Star Wars Episode 9,
Oh, yeah.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
I'm so in for that one.
Nice.
Lion King, actually, I'm really curious to see
Oh,
if they
yeah?
can pull it off.
We're going to
That
be
one looks
reviewing.
good.
I loved it. I actually got to see it.
You
in
did?
'94.
Well, I am looking forward to seeing what Hans Zimmer does to update his score. So,
Oh, they brought him back. I didn't
yeah.
know that. Okay.
So there may be some like
nice.
remixes or something. We'll see.
Put like a
you know, I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be
Or
awesome.
maybe do a dubstep version of it. I don't know.
Nice. John, anything? Or not the Lion King.
Star Wars. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to actually. Now that
Okay.
I thought the movies were over for this year, and then you brought up Star Wars, and I'm curious to see if they can win me back.
We'll see. Well, I'm looking forward to the new Tarantino film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
curious about that
That'll
as
be
well.
pretty crazy, and we're going to be reviewing that in a few weeks. So,
Hobbs and Shaw. I mean, you can't. Listen, I'm not saying it's
no.
going to win an Oscar.
Not for me.
But I find them fun.
all right.
All right. So
You were entitled to your opinion.
Is it basically action porn?
listen, I will
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it's for the lowest common denominator. I will watch those
Yeah.
any time of the week. They made billions, so I'm not completely alone.
We'll see what
Just
happens.
forget about your dead friend that guy murdered. Yeah.
All right, guys, we've got a few seconds left, and I want to just say that the interview we should have had on this episode, it'll be on YouTube this week, so you can check out my interview with Joseph Cross, director and actor of Summer Night. That'll be online. And I want to thank everyone watching at home and on your devices. And, of course, my wonderful panel of critics, Thank you so much, guys.
Okay.
And we'll be back next week with more Under the Radar. I've been your host, Randy Unger. Until next time, take care, guys.
Take care. Peace.
Toodles.
Under the Radar is all new next week with more movie reviews and interviews on Strong Island Radio and Television. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week.